Hi everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed UK. I'm back here today as I'm taking part in the Junk Journal Bingo that's being hosted by Justine and Mandy from Junk Journal's Ideas and Inspirations. So I'm going to ask Alexa to pick mine for me because I'm finding it really difficult to just do one. So here goes. Alexa, would you pick a number between 1 and 8?
Here's a number between 1 and 8. It's 6.
Okay, so we have Ultra Junk Mail envelope. So that's going to be my first one to do. So anybody who wants to take part, all the information is on Junk Journal Ideas and Inspirations group page on Facebook, or you can contact Justine Jenkins from House of Mahalo and Mandy Reid from Sunflowers and Doors. And I'm going to get started on my junk mail envelope. Hi, so I'm back. I've made a few decisions about what I'm going to do. As you heard, Alexa picked number 6 for my first project, which is a Ultra Junk Mail envelope. I have found this one, which was kindly sent to me in Happy Mail from Laura Mann. She was offering to send out envelopes from the United States, and she kindly sent me some, and this was one of them. So I'd like to thank her. I've come up with a small design of what I'm thinking of doing. I found some bits just to make it a little bit easier and a lot quicker. And let's hope that we can get started on that. So I'm going to do a window over the page flappy insert thing, pockets. So let's just have a start. I'm taking the inspiration from something that Miss P did in her Tim Holtz journal, and it was from this. She had a die cut of 3 squares and designed a page similar to this one. This was my take on it. So I'm thinking of sort of recreating that on the front and maybe just having a journaling card in the back. But we'll see. So that's the inspiration. That's the thought behind it. We'll give it a go. So I haven't got many portraits because I don't really do those Tim Holtz people, and they're great. Some of the projects I've seen are really, really good. But anyway, I got some of these. I think these were from the Graphics Fairy off of her thing. Now it doesn't fit totally, but that doesn't really matter because I'm going to collage around the edge rather than try and do a neat straight edge. So that might work. So I've just marked the envelopes here just so that I can see where the photograph comes to and how far on the window I can go down. So we're just going to do a bit of collaging. I've got some bits and pieces to work with. So we want something along the top. I don't want to go all the way along. So I just want some smaller pieces for now. Work. And just need to edge this. Yes, I want it along that edge. So I'm just edging this just for ease, really. I want a piece to go on this bottom, to cover this bottom piece. Not necessarily straight though. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think what I'll do actually is I'll ink that to start with before I start putting bits on. I want to try and do around the edge of there in case I miss anywhere. Sorry, I'm off screen. I'll try and do better with that. I may as well do the rest while I've got the inker out. I've got to do the back of this as well. I am going to put some writing material on the inside, on the inside of here, just so that it gives us plenty of journaling space to do that. Don't really need to do that crease, but I will. I like to do it quite inside when I do the journaling spots because I don't like it to be a straight cut. Now, because I've got a little bit missing there, I've got no choice but to have a fairly straight cut on that little bit there. But yeah, you'll see what I mean when I come to do it. Yeah, so you've done the in and the out. Oh, you'll need that out, won't you? Because I'm doing that, so I'll just leave that there a second. Throw my junk in the bin. Okay. Let's just go for it. Right, so let's just do a little bit more. These bits. Where's me? The one gone. I don't know how long I'm going to need those. I think cut that off the bottom. This is a antique music book that I managed to pick up, and I was watching one of Justine's videos a few weeks ago where she mentioned a book barn, and unfortunately the one that's by her is closed down. So no, because that's not going to cover that now, it's not deep enough. But I do like that down there, so that might be. Yeah, like that. And we've got a piece to go across there. I'm going to have to go all the way round mine. I didn't do that on the other that we did, but because it's the envelope and I've only got a slim piece, I'm going to have to go all the way round. I sort of like a little bit of colour long enough? Just a little. Let's just see if I can just take some of that off. Oh, that's not in the middle. I think as I'm going to use a little bit of blue on there, I might actually leave that background, because when I put the a journaling card, I'm going to put a little tab with a journal card in. You won't see that initially until you take it out anyway. But hopefully, if I do this correct, you probably won't see the background at all. So, yeah, but you're going to need it fatter. Let's try this. So I just want to do a bit straighter there. Maybe some smaller bits, maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, quite like that. That one comes to about there. Not quite going to do it, but I can put something there. So I'm going to do that, and then have maybe a little bit more of book page come up that way. So doesn't need to be very big. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that would be quite good. We'll just get that on. So I'll just ink these up. Yeah, she was talking about a book barn that is near to where she lives, or fairly near, that was closing down. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. I wonder why it's closing down. So I had a quick mooch on the old Google, and I found that we've got one that's really near here. It's only about 20 miles away, and it's got a cafeteria. Should I say cafeteria? Yeah, cafe. A nice little vintagey type cafe, which is lovely. But they've got what they call a 10 bob barn. And for those of you in America, 10 bob is an old currency for us. It's before we would is it decimalized? And I thought it was great. Anyway, my husband took us at the weekend, and we spent the whole day there. My husband's not a big reader, but yeah, he found some interesting books that he wanted or thought that he would enjoy, which was great. I mean, we didn't spend a great deal. This 10 bob barn is where there's a little 10 bob barn where they have all really old stuff and stuff that's not worth much. Obviously, a lot of novels and things like that. And everything in that particular, it was only a smallish one, but everything in there was 50 pence each. Well, as you can imagine, I went to town, and I managed to get some falling apart music books, pence each. I managed to get some quite nice, all different size, like really old books that were falling apart or, weren't great. I like this bit here, that's fine. Which was fantastic, really. I just got loads out of there. I don't really want to go over that, do I? No, that down. Pick it up, pick it up. Okay. And yeah, it was just amazing. And then we went into the actual place where the cafe is. I mean, once I found the 50p books, I were gone. so yeah, so I managed to pick up quite a bit. And then so we went and had a bite to eat. But as we walked in where the counter was, where you pay, there was just a cavern. There was nooks and crannies, and it was just amazing. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. The amount that was actually there. I mean, there was obviously some very expensive books that were cabineted, you know, talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds. But you just kept walking. It was just row after row after row of books. And I must video it the next time we go, because I actually couldn't believe this cavern of, well, I couldn't believe one place could own so many books. I mean, they were everywhere. And they were sectioned in, obviously like a bit like a library would be, which was great. I probably didn't need to go all the way around that because of what I'm going to do to it. But now I've just got to see if I can get this lady in, and I would have actually been better off if I hadn't have glued that. But as I have, I am going to stick her in. That'll be okay. I know there's a gap up there. No, I can't lift it up any higher. Let's just get some glue on. And then you got right to the bottom of the barn. You go up and down and up and down and round and round. There's just so much stuff. And I got to the bottom, and they'd got like a little wood burner where they obviously in the winter have a fire going, I would think. And there was some lovely comfy leather seats, which were lovely. Oh, I'm not going to be able to put anything in there, am I? I think I'm going to have to just have that glued up. Purely because if I put something in, I'm going to be covering her because I've stuck it to the back. Good thinking, Batman. Yeah, so I'll have to, I might seal that now, and then it'll stop me from thinking about it. And yeah, it was fabulous. It was such a great find. And to be honest, if I hadn't seen or heard Justine talking about it, I would have never have dreamt there were places like that. It was, I mean, we had a quick talk with the owner, lovely lady. Yeah, brilliant. I could not believe it. So now we've collaged that. I just want to do something with the back of here. Just don't know what I want to do. In fact, I might just cover it. Will that help? Will that cover that? Ooh, look at that. Put it that way. Ooh, can even put it that way. So I think I'll cut that. And yeah, I just found it absolutely fabulous. So thanks, Justine, for the heads up on that. I found an absolutely amazing place. And the other news that I have is I went to a sort of vintagey type sale place last week sometime, and I actually came across a box full of piano paper, all vintage. I thought, oh, I've always put off buying a piano roll, and the reason why I've bought it singly, amongst a paper pack, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to just go up a little bit just to cover that black mark, because I'm not thinking of putting a pocket on there. I'm going to glue that on. Oh, that was so pretty on the other side. Oh, maybe I like that better. Is it the right way? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? I quite like that. So I'm going to... Oh dear, changing my mind. Anyway, I got this box of piano roll quite cheap. Well, I thought it was cheap. So I'm really chuffed. I'm actually in the process of I didn't really know how to do it, because obviously I've got my Etsy shop, and I do like to put oddments in there occasionally, although the fees that they're charging now is just getting more and more ridiculous. I don't know how people are getting away with it, but anyway, I suppose everything's going up. There's nothing we can do about it, or there's not a lot we can do, just comply. But anyway, I'm going to need that again in a sec. So yeah, so what I was doing at the weekend when I got back was I was undoing, because there was in the box, there was boxed ones, and they all range from the very early 1900s. So there was some boxed ones, and then there was some yeah, that's perfect for there, isn't it? So yeah, so there was some boxed ones, as well as some that were out of the box. They were fine. They're really what you would expect from, 100-year-old piano spools. But yeah, so I've undone a couple, because what infuriates me with piano roll is the fact that it's so curly, and it's really difficult to get it straight. Anyway, I found a way of doing it, and I've been cutting them up. I might put a little notch in that actually. Yeah, so I've been cutting them up, and I've been putting them in plastic Polly Pockets. So yeah, so I'll be listing some of those in my shop. So if you've ever had the same problem as me, where you just can't get it to lie flat, these would be great, because I've been flattening them and putting them into piles of 20 sheets of A4-ish. So yeah, so it was a good weekend, all in all, and yeah, my husband's gone back to work. He's got a couple of UK jobs that he's got to get done before he goes back to the Middle East. We've been he's been really busy, and yeah, he's busy doing his car at the moment, faffing. My husband can't sit down for more than half an hour. He's got to be doing something, and it's great when he comes home. I love it when he comes home. Don't know what that was. Anyway, yes, I love it when he comes home, purely because I'm playing on the back. I need to make a couple of tags, maybe if I just use ready-made ones. Is that too big? That's way too big. Got some small ones. Oh, I've got some small ones here. Oh, they're too big as well. That's no good, is it? They're just as big. I have to make them. So yeah, so he comes home and he cleans my cooker and he cleans my windows and he does a big shop, and yeah, it's great while it lasts. So yeah, so I always look forward to him coming home for the first couple of weeks. Oh, that's a shame to cut those. Well, those ones are a bit fatter though, so I could do it with this. So yeah, so now he's done everything in the house. He's started faffing with his car. He just has to be doing something, which is no bad thing, I suppose. It leaves me to get in here sometimes. But for the first, he hasn't been home really properly since September last year. He's popped home for a couple of weeks in April, and then he came back because it was his parents' 60th wedding anniversary, and they were having a family party. So he came back for the weekend of that, but went straight back. So he came home on the Thursday evening. We went down, or up, should I say, to Yorkshire, which is where he's from. And yeah, we went to. Maybe I'll just put something down there. I'm going to do that. That's nicely covered. So yeah, so we've had quite a busy, because this is the long. He's been home now for 4 weeks. We've probably got another 2, maybe, before he goes back. So we've probably, yeah. So we've probably done the majority of the seeing the kids and everything. Although we've got I've got my youngest daughter coming over next weekend because it's the last week of the school holidays, and she just wants to go to London. She wants to take the 2 oldest boys down to London, to the National History Museum. So they're coming here for a few days and going from here because it's halfway between the 2. So yeah, so we've got that to look forward to. But she's had a new dog, and my Miss Daisy, hates her. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm probably going to stay here with the youngest, Roman, and the dog, because they're just not going to be able to go down and do that. So yeah, a little bit about me really. If you saw my last video, which was actually quite hilarious, just because I just find this chatting away really weird. And I've got a straight bit there. I've got a straight bit there. Which was really weird. And I watched the video back, and oh my God, it was worse than watching paint dry. And I thought, I can't go through all that again. It's part of what I'm doing. So I think it's only right that I post it. So I did warn everybody that it was extremely boring. Ironically, I've had nobody comment, which I find actually quite hilarious. But yeah, so yeah, nobody's commented on it. So obviously I didn't do a great job of that. But hey ho, it is what it is. So we're just going to put those onto there. I've got a little gap here. So I'm probably going to put something in this corner just to hide that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these on. So yeah, I think I was saying about how funny the video was. So I am trying to do something about it. I mean, ironically, my husband is a video and audio engineer. Which realistically, but we're polar opposites from each other. He's really, really confident, especially in business. And he's quite a confident person anyway. So yeah, we're polar opposites like that. But he has been setting me up a new video and audio, or should I say some video and audio equipment. And I've just found it really difficult to, every time I come on there's an issue or there's a problem, and I'm thinking, I don't need all this complication. But anyway, he's done his best and it's great. I do love it. The editing side of it is really much, much better. Right, so I think we're finished with those for now. So I'm just going to just tidy up just a little bit, just because it's a little messy. I'm going to put a plain, or I'm going to make a plain. Which way does it open? Tell me which way it opens. There we go. So yeah, so I'm going to put a plain one of these in. Oh, there's a gap there. Let me just go along there so it is stuck. There we go. So I want that to be about there because I don't really want it to stick out. So yeah, I'm trying to sort of talk. Anyway, as I was saying, my daughter's coming down next weekend, so that's something nice to look forward to. I don't have a date yet for the hubby going back. Oh, have I got a spare tab somewhere? Probably not. I've just cleaned my craft room because my husband's been doing stuff in here for me while he's been home, and now I can't find anything. I'm stumped all the time. I bought storage and I'm not sure that it's the right thing for me, but we'll see how it goes. Tabs. Okay, I only need one. But hey ho, we'll go. Right, so we've got some tabs. What sort of tabs would we like on it? Oh, we could have like a little, which way is it going? It goes over the page like that. Oh yeah, so we could have a little dangle. Yeah, we'll do that. Since that was the first one I found. So yeah, so I've bought some more storage just to try and get a bit more organised. Because what I find difficult when I'm doing videos is, what do I find difficult, Kay? Come on. I think I find it difficult to be, I know what I want to do, but to be organised enough to get everything ready, I just think I stress about it. I don't really know why. I mean, I enjoy this side of it, but then it stops me from doing anything because I'm thinking, I want to do that on camera. I want to do this on camera. And so I'm not crafting. And so I've spent the last couple of weeks just watching people, and I've found some great people, actually. I've been watching a lot of Gail. I have seen her before, but I sort of wanted to go back on. What I've been doing, if I'm honest, is I've been going back to like people's earlier videos just to see how they sort of I've overdone that because I'm talking, but never mind. And I've gone back and sort of watched their early days, and you can really see sorry, I'm concentrating. You can really see how people have evolved. And to be honest, it really makes me feel a little bit better. It really does. Oh, damn it. It really makes me feel a bit better, but purely because it's still not straight. You're not going on there unless you're straight. That's better. Still not straight. Yeah, redo it. Do it with this, and then you'll have a bit of wiggle time. So yeah, so I've been watching those, and to be honest with you, it's really interesting to see the way that people evolve through their channel. So that's given me a little bit more confidence. You know, because when I first started to do a few videos, because I didn't really have any editing software, my husband wasn't here, and I didn't really want to say anything to him. I just wanted to get it and do it myself, which I found goes that way, doesn't it? Go on, go in, further in, further in. That's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll put a little dangle on that. That'll be nice. And then the other thing we want to do is make a couple of tags, or even just one. One will do because the video is getting longer and longer. I think 2 3/4 inch will be fine. Well, I need to put that down, so yeah, I will. 5 4 maybe. So yeah, so yeah, I just think it's given me. That needs cutting off a little bit more. It has given me that little bit of a push, because I think when I first started, it was a bit like I needed to get everything word for word perfect, and I was trying to be. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It's just, I suppose, not wanting it to be odd. Don't want to hear it again though, do you? Can't use that now because you've used it. Let's see. Oh, could I use? Oh, I've thrown the bloody tag away. Yeah, I could do that. And yeah, I just found it just so stressful. And then I had some help from Mandy Reid from Sunshine Indoors. No, Sunflower Indoors. I'm try and match this up now. I'm just going to do a bit of a collage on here. With just how to do some editing and you know, trying not to be so stressful and annoyed at myself, which I was getting. I was just finding it so hard to I'm gonna have to crunch that up. I just found it really stressful. It was and it was getting to me. It was taking me all day to do like a little 10-minute clip. And as much as, you know, once it was up and it was done and it was enjoyable, I found it quite nice. I was, you know, it was like something I was quite pleased with. But like I thought, I haven't got time to do 10-minute snippets like that and that take me all day. I just don't have the time to do that. And obviously, when I was telling my husband about it, he decided to do something about that, which is fine. He's helped me quite a bit since he's been back, and that's great. So, so yeah, to cap it all off, we've had quite a good weekend. We've got lots of things to look forward to in the next week or two. And then he'll be going back, and then I will have way more time to learn what I'm actually doing, because I still haven't really learned or exactly what I'm doing with the system that he's put in. But yeah, so we've got things to do. So as I was saying earlier about this idea, it'll become more apparent in a minute when I start getting the little snippets out. I just want to get this done, and I'll put it in the wrong place. Got no. Yeah, you're gonna have to get a different piece to that. Don't like it. Get that piece and use it there. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's been really interesting finding people's old videos and, you know, where they started. And it has actually, I've got to say, it has actually boosted me, thinking, well, you know, it is a growing process rather than just to get on there and do it. You know, people do make it look really easy. I mean, I find it really interesting to listen to people, you know, waffling on and talking, which is good. I just find it really difficult to actually do. And as you can see, I'm just waffling on about not very much, really. I do find it hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. Maybe put a little bit at the top there, that's better. We'll find something to go on that then. And that will make us a nice little tag. Let's get a hole in it. So, I need a little one, don't I? Let's get my little thingies out. One there. Is that small enough? Don't know whether it is. Oh no, it'll go through. That'll go through. I'll find a little bit of ribbon or something to go in that in a minute. So now we're going to be back to this. Yeah, the program that I'm using though, it only allows you to video for half an hour at a time, which my husband reckons is long enough, but I've watched videos that have been two hours long. So yes, I've got some little bits of ephemera here, so we'll get some numbers because I reckon that'll be quite nice. But I'm aware I want to put something on the other side. I maybe can't really use specimen stuff for a lady. I've just actually purchased, I quite like the red, the Tracy Fox, her new stickers, not stickers, labels, sorry. Yeah, that one's not so bold then, is it, in your face? That's fine. Put that on there. That might be too big for what I'm looking for. Look for something a bit smaller, okay? Smaller. I like the red. Oh, he ain't gone. He ain't gone. Hold your horses. Let's just get a few out because I think that's quite nifty. With a bit of red on it. Although I've got blue in that colour there. So we don't want to do tape measure, do we? Yeah, that's quite nice as well. Although that red, no, don't like that. Don't like that. Let's just have a look. What have I got in there? Leave those red ones out for a minute. Oh, I've got like a stamp and some flowers. So I've got a little ephemera stamp here. I think that's too big. I don't know what that means. Although I'd like some flowers really. Let's see what flowers we've got. Oh, that one's already stuck on. No, sticks over. Oh, that's tiny. What we got? I don't want to have. Maybe. Yeah, because I've got to have something that's going to go across there. You need something behind it. That butterfly is the wrong colour. Do a leather. Let me move that. Quite like this here. Don't want an empty label. That's what I was talking about. Tracy Fox's blank labels. And I watched her video of how to, stamp them up yourself. It's too botanical. I might have something a bit brighter in here actually. It might work a little better. Can't have anything too big. And she did a great job. It was really fab. It was a bit like, I don't know whether anybody got to the end of my the most boring video ever the other day, but it's got quite a bit of bright blue in. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that, and I'm liking that. I can make that big. No, you don't want to cover the stamp up, do you? So that goes in that box. Then no, that's got to have something over it. I just don't know what it could be. I do like that, but I don't like it with that. So maybe we put that there, like so. And we could put that there. Do you know what? I don't think that's bad. I want a brighter butterfly than that though. With this kit, I think is they're all quite large. Yeah, and she did a great job of how she just stamped things on, and you don't just have to have them for numbers. You could use them for anything. It's a bit like the stamps and just words on them. Really, it's they're quite versatile. So I went and got them. I haven't pulled them off yet. I'm going to do that later today, and sit and watch telly with my hubby later and cut them out. like you do. I'd rather have a red label up there. That's the only thing with tin malts, isn't it? I mean, that's no way is that cut right. I've got to cut it. Which then will mean that there's hardly any red on it at all. When you pay enough for this stuff, you expect it to be right, don't you? Although that is a little bit better now, it's not as bold. So you're all forgiven, Tim. I just think I need something here, but I don't know what. And I definitely don't want that butterfly there. It's too dark. I need something a bit vibrant, but that's too big. Where are the other butterflies? Where's my other butterflies? I think they may be. Oh, they're going to be in a different one, aren't they? Just bear with me just a sec. While I just have a look at what I've got. Butterflies. There's the small butterflies. Let's see if we can find a better butterfly. A bit more vibrant. Oh, I did these. I actually, in fact, I did it by accident. But I printed some butterflies on from the printer, and I must have left a piece of no, I don't like it anyway. A piece of vellum in there, and I printed a load of butterflies on, and I have cut them out. We could do really maybe with blue, a blue one, maybe not that blue. Oh, I know it needs to be bigger. I'm never happy. Some women just aren't, are they? I'm bound to have a bigger blue butterfly, surely. I've got hundreds of the damn things. Don't know if you can see there. Let me just move that across. Oh, don't drop everything. Here. So would that one be okay? If it's a little bit bigger, I quite like the blue a bit better in that. This is different colours. That's quite nice. I could do really with doing something to her. You could put that underneath. And then put that one there. I just want something here and I don't know what I want. What do you want? I don't know. Can't really be a butterfly. Could do with being another little flower actually, couldn't it? Let's just have a quick look in here and see if there's anything small or anything I can cut off that would make it better. I have got these like vellum type. They're all very big. See, that's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, what do we think? Instead of having that, what about having that? It's too flowery opposite each other. Don't like it. Oh, I got some stamps the other day from, I've never really bothered about stamps before, but been watching different people use them in different ways. And I thought, oh, I'll get some. So I just bought a bag of 100, off of eBay. Sort of worldwide ones. And oh God, I must have spent 2 hours just looking through them and looking at the dates on them, and so interesting. I feel like I'm starting out all over again and finding out loads and loads of different things that, I never knew existed. And of course I did, but It's just been a bit odd. What about if we just cut a little bit off of here? I think I might do that. Cutting Timmy up. Oh my God. Can't do. Yeah, just want something like that, look. Now do I put it that way? And go under there a little. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Right, we're going to go with that because this video is going to be way too long otherwise. So yeah, I just got to ink. So yeah, it's been like a real, no, that one's inked. It's been like a real learning curve. I'm going to write on them. I'm just going to put a fancy. No, I don't like that. I am going to write on it, honestly. I got it now because I've smudged it. So I'm going to write, what am I going to write? I'm going to write K and I'm going to write 01. And I'm going to pop that on there. I've just inked it, so that's fine. Get my glue. I can always rub it out if I don't like it at a later date. Just getting that bit done. Sorry about the barking dog. It's not my dog. It's a farmer's dog. And he comes past in his truck every day, going to work and going from work. And all the dog does in the back of this truck is bark constantly while it's moving. I mean, I would just think to myself, that's distressed. That's one distressed dog. This part next. Anyway, I do have a dog. Her name is Daisy. She's 4-year-old Maltese. A big white fluffy, well, a little white fluffy thing, really. She is adorable, but she has a very bad I don't know what's the right word. She has abandonment issues, so she is really bad, and she gets really, really stressful when she's left alone. To the point where when I got a new job last year, in fact I've been there 12 months, I had to start taking her to work. And it's sort of, it was always there to a point before. But she seemed to develop it more when we went back to work after lockdown. And yeah, so yeah, so I have really good employers, and they allow me to take her into the office. So she's the office mascot. Anyway, it goes something like that. So I'm quite pleased with that. I'm pleased with the way that it came out. I don't like that ticket written on there. That's going to have to come off, but I will do that. And there's my tag at the back, which I'll just find some ribbon for. Journaling. Oh, I need to do a bead thing for that, don't I? Oh, does that come out? Of course it doesn't. I'm on camera. Have I glued it in? No, I haven't. I've just got it stuck. Oh, come on. Come on, Kay. Behave yourself. You can do this. I think I've glued it in. Oh, no, it's sticking on something though. Oh, see what I mean? We're on camera, and it goes to kaput. Anyway, we're just gonna I'm just gonna quickly just do a bead drop for that. Only because it's there and I've got things handy. So let me get a. Oh, we'll want a charm though, won't we? Oh, I've got a little pin charm. I found a little pin charm. Oh, and look, I've already got one made up, look, with a little pin charm on. So we'll do that. All I need is a ring, preferably silver. Come on. No, I haven't got a silver one. Well, I have, but it's really, really tiny. I won't get that on there. I'm going to have to find one. There we go. It's going to be a big one, but it's the first thing to hand. So just get these. That's going to be big, but the charm is quite small, so that won't matter. It'll dangle a little bit lower. Get that on there. Get that on there. Close it up. Make sure it's nice and straight. There we go. It's not really the right colour, but you get the gist. So yeah, so that is my first. Look at the state of my desk. That is my first one ticked off of my bingo. So I'm going to go and do a few off camera, because it'll just be quicker, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me just move that away and just pop these few things away while I'm waffling. So yeah, so I've managed to do quite a bit really. Unfortunately, it's taken me a little bit longer than I expected, but yeah, I like that. I think it's come out really well. I'd be quite pleased to put that into my journal. So if it wasn't a journal, for instance, I'll just get this one just for quickness. So that would go over your page. This isn't the ideal thing to use, but this is, so it would go over your page like that. You'd flip it up and you've got a journaling space there. When you open your page, you've got that on the back with a little tag. That's got a journaling space on the back. Oh, I haven't put anything on that. I'm going to put some flowers on that, but I'll do that in a minute off camera. Journal space there, and then you can pull that out there and you've got a little journal card there. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. There will be more to come with a little bit more chatting maybe eventually. I am getting to grips with it now that I've got everything working and I can edit. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that one. So I'm going to let Alexa pick my next few bingo numbers, and hopefully I'll get a few more done off camera, but I will show you when I come on to do another one. I don't know what that's going to be yet, because until Alexa tells me which ones they are, I won't know what I'm doing. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I hope you stay safe, have fun this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.